Hey guys, it's me, Steven Archer here. I'm back with another video. First video of the year, so happy new year. Um Sorry I haven't posted in a while. I've been kind of busy with like school and stuff, but that's besides the point. Today, I'm doing something that I was gonna do a little while ago. I'm gonna be doing a Q&A. Um Mainly the Q&A is going to be about stuff that I used to do before I kind of got into the whole content creation stuff. So that was Roblox myths. If you look back at my older videos, then you'll understand why. Essentially, all these questions were sent to me via a Discord stage that we did. We also answered other questions, but we decided to not include all of them because, well, some of them were kind of off topic, but also some of them kind of extend the length of the video. We don't want an hour-long video. It's too much to edit. But yeah. I won't be talking for too long, but I will say that a lot of these questions also have something to do with future games that I'll be developing and that I have been developing. Um so yeah, I'll stop talking now. I hope you enjoy the video. Talk to you later. How long have you been mything, fool? Okay, so I started in 2019. So I started mything 7 years ago. It was pretty fun stuff. What were your main inspirations for this myth? Quite obviously, the Smiles family contributed a lot of inspiration, you know, with the whole family thing. And also, later down the line with the Isla Aztec storyline, Kong Skull Island drew a lot of inspiration. So, you know, it was very inspired by a lot of movies, but also, you know, other myths as well. What was the hardest thing about creating your myth and creating the places for them? Well, personally, I think it's just getting the entire idea laid out and also how you want buildings to be placed and stuff like that. Also, scripting. Scripting is probably the most difficult part of it all because you need scripts for it to all come together. What are your opinions on Nebula World? He's pretty awesome. I like the guy. We should speak soon, Nebula World, if you see this. Why are you British? Well, you see, I don't really know. I think it's because I was born in the UK, but how similar would you say you are to your character, and did you base Steven off of yourself? Well, that's a very interesting question, but I would say I base myself off of Steven because he's quite a outgoing kind of person. I also kind of grew my hair out because of him, because, you know, I was kind of inspired by the way that he looked, and I was like, you know what, I think I could rock that style, and you know what, I personally think I do. What would you change about this myth if you had the option to, or if you could? I would probably change the fact that we're completely inactive now, and even before, we were completely inactive, so we didn't do like events. So I would probably change that. Favorite creature from the new game, Steven. Well, it would probably have to be the moth creature, which was designed by my friend Heartache, which made a really good design, by the way, so, props to her. Do you have favorites in the Archers family? No. Trust me, no. We don't have favorites. Come on, guys. You gotta believe me. What was your biggest dream for this myth? Well, my biggest dream for the myth was to win an award and get noticed by popular myth hunters. And, well, I mean, I kind of did all of those now, so, you know, the best place to stop was to get hunted by Creekcraft, which, oh, wait, that didn't happen, did it? Oh. Are there any small details in the games that you guys would be proud of today? Well, I think the smallest detail that I was really happy with was in the latest game, Isla Aztec, where there were essentially just islands in the backgrounds where you could see, you could just see the shore, the beach. You could also see ships in the ocean as well. So I thought that was I was really proud of that. By the way, I was really proud of that. Did you reference any things in all of your games, and if so, can you name them all? Well, okay. First of all, there's a reference to Nikolai from Resident Evil 3. In Isla Aztec, there's a soldier that you can meet inside of the facility. Not to mention, technically, Isla Aztec is also based off of Kong Skull Island, so that's another reference. Then in the main game, there's 2 buildings in the city. One is of Hapkin's Pizza, which is a game created by Atticus, and another called Atria Hotel, which is made by Bafoba. Then there are also references to the Hermlands family, which were also a Roblox myth, with their character Tommy, which were a chocolate bar, and also a library. And then finally, there were 2 tributes to 2 members of the myth community. One was of Juniorism, and the other was of Snow Day. What's the best in-character interaction that you guys have had with a player? Well, personally, my favorite interaction was my first meeting with Ash, or as you guys know her, as Pollux. At the very end of the video, it's the very first video, by the way, at the very end of the video, you can see what appears to be Glenn Quagmire, a very ginormous version of Glenn Quagmire that kind of obliterates her eardrums, which, by the way, sorry for that, Ash. I know it's like 3 years ago, but like, you know how it is. What was your favorite creature that either you or others created for the Archers family? By far, it's got to be Amethystolite, dude. It's so cool. What is there not to like about an amethyst dinosaur-looking thing? It's so cool. Who came up with the name Amethystolite? Well, I actually came up with the name Amethystolite. It's kind of easy. You just gotta mix like 2 words together as long as they have a feature. So, in this case, I mixed amethyst and also stalactites because it has like really sharp spines on its back and on its head as well. Anything cool planned for the new game? Yes, there are very cool things planned for the next game. It follows a lot of backrooms related problems and also just a lot of thinking. Okay, this is 2 questions, so I'm gonna try and do this as quick as possible. Did you have fun as a monster? And do you still find people coming into the game from time to time? Does it make you feel like any sort of nostalgia or etc.? Well, for the first question, yes, I had a lot of fun playing some monsters. And 2, actually no, I don't see people often coming into the game from time to time, but it does still fill me with nostalgia, like seeing it as my, my most popular game, and seeing as I made a lot of good memories. Would you ever do a community testing for Anemoia again? So I should probably make this very clear to the audience. Anemoia is the name of my newest game that I'm currently developing right now. It hasn't crossed my mind to do community testing for everybody, because it doesn't really involve a lot of creature morph features. It's mainly horror game stuff. However, it is available for friends only for like private testing and stuff to like, make sure things are ready. Is Toby cool? Yes. Which myths do you hate? / genuine? I absolutely despise TikTok myths. There is like just some burning rage that I feel whenever I see people making edits in different people's games and stuff and then claiming they're a Roblox myth. It's just not what that is, You can't claim you're a Roblox myth without having at least a game or a story. It doesn't matter if you're doing an ARG either. Like, an ARG is fine as long as you're telling your story in a way that it actually works as an ARG. But for Roblox myths, there's no excuse. You need to have a game. Steven, what is the meaning of life? The meaning of life is to live, love, and laugh. And Steven Archer as well. Opinions on fan art. Do you get excited whenever you get some? Well, whenever we get fan art, it's always really surprising because, we shouldn't really be getting fan art nowadays because we're retired. But when we do get fan art, it means so much to us. Steven, are you the real Steven who has the staff? Believe it or not, yes, I am. Alright, and that's pretty much all of the questions that I have. If I missed out any of your questions, I do apologize. There were like a ton of questions that I had to go through, and the original recording, it's like audio kind of got fucked up, so I couldn't use that. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, make sure you leave a like, subscribe, and comment, I don't know, comment something. Just give me attention, please. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. Talk to you later.